Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome back to Muslim Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Ibrahim Sharaf, and I'm alone today. I'm a one-man show. This week's been pretty busy for me as school's starting back up, and I just need to get the podcast in. A lot of people aren't available at the times that I'm available, so I just have to do this one alone, and that's okay. There's a lot of podcasts with just a one-person thing. So let's get started with the announcements. Number one, first and foremost, the theme of this of our league, and also the mission, I guess, of our league is brotherhood through basketball, as well as raising attention, awareness, funds for Palestine. Keep them in your dua, and may Allah help them. All right, other announcements. Number one, the next week's games, starting this Saturday, are going to be at Rutgers Prep. If you don't know the address, just search up Rutgers Prep on Google. It'll come up. It's in Somerset. Better courts than we've had at Cook. You guys will definitely like the change. Make sure you show up on time. 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, 12:50. These are the times for the games, instead of them being 9, 10, or 10, 11, 12, 1. What else? We're also going to be sending out a survey, I believe, in the next week or so, and that survey is basically going to have some information that we just want you guys to fill out for future seasons. It's just like a quick one. This is like straight up about preferences. I think it might have to do with time, or and it might help us figure out locations and things like that for next season. We want to give you guys, this league is for the people. It's for you guys, and we just want to make sure we get the things that you guys like in the league, inshallah. What else? Clean up after yourselves, wash your jerseys. There's one more thing. So the final day of the league this season will be 8/23, August 23rd, I believe. And we're also, I believe, going to be, as it's being planned right now, but I believe it's going to be like a bigger event, hopefully. So be on the lookout for that, inshallah. We're hoping to have vendors and a whole bunch of fun. This is unofficial, right, as of right now. This is still very much in the planning stage. So, but keep your eye out for that, inshallah. And hope to bring your families, and we'll have room and food, and it's going to be a bigger event, inshallah. As hopefully, that's what our goal is right now. Okay, with that being said, that is all the announcements. I'm going to go through these games. This is not going to be the standard pod that you've had in the past. It's going to be a lot faster. I'm just going to kind of go through it. Some of these games I haven't seen, and I'm just going to have to do my best, inshallah, all right, game one, Baysan versus Isdud. I have no footage of this game. I have no stats of this game. I wasn't here to watch this game. It's very unfortunate. Stats aren't uploaded on it right now, but Isdud 67 to Baysan's 51. I don't think anyone's surprised here. This game is Second half, they both scored 27 points. I guess Baysan kept up in the second half, but the first half they were up by 16. Isdud. I don't know who played well or anything like that, because again the stats aren't up, but we're just gonna keep moving. Next game, Tubas versus Beit Jala. Beit Jala won. This game didn't happen. No footage of this one, so I don't believe it. No, I'm playing. All right, so you had a double-double from Haruz, 15 and 6 for Amir Kois. Very efficient shooting, as we expect from him. Big Sal, 6 points, 8 rebounds on efficient shooting. Deshaun it seems to be hard to stop. 9 for 22, 23 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Almost a triple, not almost. You got a double-double from Muhammad Amin, 10 and 10 with 5 assists and a steal. That's a pretty well-rounded stat line there. It's pretty good. Subhan also filling it up, 10 points. This would have been a great candidate for Game of the Week, honestly. It's looking good. Abdurrahman Suk also breaking the curse permanently at this point. Can't even say it. They got another win against a very good team when he was on the court. So whoever's writing power rankings can't clown him for that anymore. All right. Next game, Yazur versus Al-Bireh. I remember watching this one, actually. I heard Mike Johnson got hurt. All right. Amen. Props to you, my guy. Amen. Props to you. 27 points, 11 rebounds, 5 steals. We've been clowning you, saying you were drugged up for most of your games and that you've been playing very docile because of it. But you know what? You kicked up today, and you deserve the props for it. So good job. Fire, shooting, fire, stat line overall. Yeah, fantastic. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for them to take the win. Yazur takes the win. Yazur is my favorite team in our league this season, except for obviously Akka. These guys bring the passion every week. Glad to see him rewarded with a win. 5 for 13 from Marwan Al-Bez, 11 points, 11 rebounds. Al-Ala also got 11 points, 3 rebounds. You had 6 points and 13 rebounds for Abdurrafi. Raf. That's what they. I remember him from that footage for the for that game winner they ended up missing. 11 and 11 for Marwan Al-Baz. I think I mentioned that already. Munsif 4 for 5, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 13 points for Osama as well. Yeah, whole team just cooked today. I mean, and they're playing an Al-Bireh team, which is a pretty good team overall. So that's pretty fire. Glad to see him take a dub. All right, next game. Al-Khalil versus Akka. All right. So for us, we took the dub. We won by 9 points. Desar dropped me on I was running back from the fast. It was like what happened? Yeah, he was by the 3-point line, like planted. It's actually in the highlight video, so you guys can watch the actual footage. But he was like, he was basically like standing, looking at the rim, and I like was running back from defense. My guy had the ball, so I was like, getting back on defense. My momentum carried me like all the way, and I just he went right, and so I just like fell, and it just looked like pretty embarrassing. So props to him. It was a great move. Yeah, I mean they play with heart. I love seeing Al-Khalil and playing against them, competing with them. Elton had 21 and 16. Desar didn't shoot well, but he rebounded really well. 13 rebounds for him, which is pretty good. What else? Khalil Faraj, pretty good as well. 7 points, 5 rebounds, 11 points for Lindy. Lindy was hitting some crazy shots, man. Like, you get a hand up right here, he's still making it. Like, I feel like the way he shoots, it's kind of like if he just gets the ball and just gets the shot up overall, it's not really about you defending it. It's either you block it or he might still make it. It's just like really if he's in rhythm or not, which is pretty fire. One thing that did happen was we were talking about the cross earlier. There was another play where I like drove in and I like really bodied Desar, and then he was like on the ground. This is also on the highlight tape, and he was like in pain clearly. It's kind of crazy, but basically like he was like in pain, and then I think he cursed, and so they gave him a technical, and then we also got the ball. So like it was like I scored the 2 points, we got the 2 technical free throws, so it was 4 points, and then we got the ball, and I think we scored again, so it was like a 6-point swing, which is pretty insane. But yeah, on our side, Amar Abbasi had 34 points, 7 rebounds. Oh, well, I guess final comment on that, by the way, is like at the end of the day, the rules are the rules. It's unfortunate. I hate to see like a kind of in a close game, like a big swing like that. But at the end of the day, like we are Muslim basketball. We don't want to see certain behaviors, and this is by no means calling out any player on any team at all. It happens to, I mean, at this point, once they've started really enforcing it, like at least every game has had like one from somebody. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, tensions are high, passion is up there. Everyone's trying to play and win. So at the end of the day, like at the end, like I get it, but we're trying to keep. We're trying to keep like a standard here, you know what I mean? And this is how it's going to be. At the end of the day, you curse, and it's happened to great players, happened to role players, happened to everyone here in this league. It's no discrimination on it. If you're a league official or not or whatever it is, like at the end of the day, you curse, you get a technical, the other team gets the free throws and the ball. So keep that in mind. Take that into next week, and we'll go from there. All right, now that that's out of the way, our team, Omar Abbasi lit it up. 12 for 19 shooting, 34 points, 7 rebounds. I had 8 points, 2 rebounds. I actually got hurt. I was out basically the whole second half. My shoulder kind of was giving me issues. I'll be fine for next game, but I was only in for like one half. As you can see by me only taking 7 shots, I take way more than that usually. What else? A raise, 2 for 6, 6 points, 4 rebounds. I remember there was some back and forth. We're talking trash here and there, and they were like, "A raise, all you do is you just get on the fast break," and like he scored a bucket, and he's like, "He can't guard me," like talking to him. So I like that. I like the passion. I love to see that. And at the end of the day, we all come together, hugs, good game, and we just chill. So that's what this league is all about. So I appreciate that. Good game to Al-Khalil. Sorry about yapping about my game for too long. All right, next game is Nazareth and Qibya. I believe Nazareth forfeited, I think. So Qibya took the win. Enough said. Don't hate to see it. But yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to really comment on that. All right, next game, Bir Seb'a versus Areeha. Areeha played fantastic. It was a candidate for game of the week from what I heard. Abdul Popal popped off 22 points, 5 rebounds, 8 for 22, with 5 for 13 shooting from the 3, which is fantastic. 5 for 11 for MP3, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Very well-rounded stat line there. Hamza Shah also had 9 points. He had some pretty nice plays, bro, on the highlights as well that we posted. So that was pretty fire. On the other side, Hassan, 24 points, 2 rebounds. He robbed his teammate Shefdullah of Player of the Week. Shefdullah was cooking, bro. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 for 14 shooting. Bro, that's a bad man right there. Shefdullah's having a season. Let's see what he's averaging, actually. This season, he's averaging 18 points, 8.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, over a steal a game. That's fantastic. Fantastic stat line right there. And he's shooting 64%. This dude he's like that. And then Ihsan, also obviously great shooting, 9 for 15 shooting. Overall, 24 points, 2 rebounds, like you mentioned. Big Moose played really well as well. 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 for 10 shooting, 70%. It's fantastic. Yeah. All right, next game, Ramla versus Sheikh Jarrah. This was a 1-point game. This was one of the most insane games we've seen this season. Ramla was 4 players. All right, it was a 5-on-4. Okay? Sheikh Jarrah had 5 guys. They had Ahmed Ismail, Ahmed Al-Kasabi, Abdel. They had Salah. And their 5th was... I'll have to look on the... Their 5th was... No Arjun, no Zion. It's either Mustafa Al-Hadi or Yusuf Isa. Actually, I could just check the stats. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yusuf Isa. They had Yusuf Isa. Okay. Ramla, they're missing some key pieces here. They had 4 guys. All right. They had Sami Butt, Omar Subhani, Sam Moore, Mohammed Kamil. Okay. These guys came in thinking they lost this game because they're playing a 5-on-4 against a really good team. They cooked, bro. They cooked. Okay. All game, they're fighting. All game, 23 and 10 for Sami Butt, 8 for 19. All game, it's close. Straight up, after the first half, they're up. They're leading by 1. They're leading all game until the last 2 minutes, right? Last 2 minutes, be honest with you, I'm watching the game. Ahmed Ismail gets fouled. They're already in the bonus. And it was like a rebound, honestly. It was a rebound play. The footage cut out is so unfortunate. The footage cut out before the last 2 minutes. Or something like that. It was like, end of the game, footage cuts out, and I was like, dude, that's like what I wanted to see at the end of the day, because the phone died. But foul call, Ahmed Ismail to the free throw line, hits 2 clutch free throws. You got to give him that. He hit 2 clutch free throws, puts them up 1, and that was the game. They couldn't take it after that. It was an insane game. The passion was there. Everyone was fighting. Honestly, hats off to Ramla because they're missing some key pieces. They think they're going to lose this game, but they still cooked. I'm telling you, they cooked. In my books, Ramla won that game. And Sheikh Jarrah, look, you guys took care of business in the end. Fine, right? 5-on-4, you should have won at the end of the day. But, bro, these guys, we had them off of... I said last podcast, I was like, all right, listen, you guys beat Ramla, you guys are off fraud watch. Right? I said that. But Ramla showed up with 4 guys and took you guys to the wire. Nah. You guys are trash. You guys are trash, bro. Like, yo, Nazareth, same thing to them. They were playing Al-Khalil. They're 5. They're playing against Al-Khalil 4. They got took to the wire. Yeah, they won in the end. But at the end of the day, bro, you're letting 4 guys take you to the wire. You gotta, bro. That's gotta mess with your pride, bro. Where's the passion, man? Where's the passion? 21 points, 5 rebounds for Ahmed Ismail, clutch free throws. I'll give you guys that. You finished the job. You did. Like if you, I promise you, if you guys lost this game, forever on fraud watch. Believe me, forever on fraud watch. But you guys took care of business in the end, so I'll give it to you. 14 and 12 for Abdurrahman Ashri. 6 points, 12 rebounds for Ahmed Al-Kasabi. Salahuddin, I'm going to say, shout out to my guy Salah. I know he's a fan of the pod. Look, man, it hurt me telling you guys are still on fraud watch when we talked after the game. But you guys are on fraud watch, but shout out you, bro. You bring the passion to that team, too. I love having you on the court. I love having you in the league, and see me if you want to volunteer, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's enough said. At the end of the day, Ramla, I respect you guys for that fight. Sammy Butt hit me later. He's like, bro, that loss is eating me up because of the that he felt like they were bailed out by the ref. I might agree, to be honest, but I needed to see it again. I needed to look at the video and be like, okay, they did get bailed out. They didn't get bailed out. I can't tell you. I don't know for sure, but yeah, unfortunate ending for them. Congrats, Sheikh Jarrah, for taking care of business. Unfortunately, you're still on fraud watch. We'll see what happens next week. All right, last game, Al-Balah versus Rafah. Al-Balah won, and it was a nail-biter for them. So, okay, it looks like on the stat sheet that Rafah only had 3 players. They had more than 3 players. They had their full 5. However, Al-Balah got it together this game. They figured out what they wanted to do. It seemed like they were much more in control of what they wanted to do. They were like very patient with their offense, very specific about how they wanted to approach. And a lot of times they would like try to get it to Messiah, which obviously, like at the end of the day, there's 1-6-8 guy in the league. If he's in the paint, you're going to try to get it to him. And they obviously have also Aaron LaPlaca with a highlight, which was tough. I'll be honest, it was tough. But yeah, Messiah cooked, bro. 22 points, 20 rebounds. That's a 20 and 20 game. This guy is nuts, bro. 10 for 15. He got a technical for trying to dunk. It was kind of funny. But I think that was his first technical, so I don't think he has much to worry about. But yeah, so what else happened? He had 3 assists and 3 steals as well. 7 points, 10 rebounds for Aaron. Raheem was back for this game. 14 points, 7 rebounds. And Talha as well, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Yusuf was filling up the assist sheet, I would say. 4 assists. I guess that's not that many. He's kind of whack, to be honest. 2 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 for 8 shooting. He got robbed for player of the week. And that's because he didn't show up to the pod. That's why I'm clowning him right now. 1 for 8 for the field goals. 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. Didn't even get to the free throw line. 2 turnovers. At least he stayed out of foul trouble. Two personal fouls. Overall, though, Al-Balah, I actually really liked seeing them play this game. They didn't close out the game too well. I think Yusuf was saying he wanted to dribble out the ball in the last 2 minutes, and his team was pushing him to try to score. I do think the right move is to try to dribble out the ball, make them foul you, swing the ball. You're up 15, 16 points in the last 2 minutes. There's no point in trying to blow the lead. If you score, if you miss, they get the ball and they have another chance to hit another 3. And they were hitting 3s at the end of the game. They got new pickups. So they had Jamal, I don't know what his friend's name was, to this Rafah team. And yeah, they were hitting 3s at the end of the game that were bringing them back into the game. They only lost by 2 in the end. But when I was watching, with 2 or 3 minutes left, they were down 16. So they cut a lead quick, bro. They cut a lead quick. They'll give a team problems. Omar Hussein, 20 points, 3 steals, 7 for 11, shooting 50% from the 3-point line. Fantastic stat line right there. And he realistically was the one who willed them back into this game. So, great job. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. Al-Balah takes their win. They're upgraded to 3-4, which is much nicer now. You're getting to that. You're in that mid-level team now. You're no longer in that bottom tier. And this is kind of like closer to the potential that we know that this team is like. That being said, great game for both these squads. All right, predictions. Next week you got Yazur versus Isdud. Yo, this one's gonna be good. This one is gonna be good, bro. I'm hyped. I'm getting there bright and early. 9:50. I'm watching game 1. Yazur versus Isdud. I'm hyped for it. Who am I picking though? All right. I'll be honest with you guys. I want Yazur to win. I want them to win. Yeah, you heard me. But I think Isdud is going to win. All my predictions this year have been out the window because no team has shown up like full strength. Like every time I'm making a prediction, they're either missing a very key player, more than one usually, or they're coming up with 4 guys, 5 guys, or like they're not showing up at all. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, I'm taking Isdud for this one. Next game, I'm also watching this game, bro. This game is fire too. Sheikh Jarrah versus Nazareth. Bro. This is going to be a game. All right, Sheikh Jarrah. You guys last week, it was a problem. Right? Barely won 5-on-4. This week, bring your guys. It's Sheikh Jarrah versus Nazareth. You heard me right. Sheikh Jarrah versus Nazareth. Yes, Nazareth, the one that won the second season of MB Central. They were in the finals last year. Sheikh Jarrah, if you beat Nazareth, I promise you, you're off of fraud watch. Look, you heard me at the beginning of the season, right? I was talking about Yazur, and I was saying they're trash, and all this stuff, right? I said we'll destroy them, right? They're my favorite team right now. Why? Because the passion, bro. They don't stop. They don't quit. All right? And they prove me wrong. All right? I respect it. You guys haven't done it yet. All right? You've had the wins. You're 6-1. I respect that. All right? You've gotten the wins. But there have been some wins, a lot of wins, with an asterisk next to them. We were shorthanded. Who other teams you played? We were shorthanded, right? Baysan, worst team in the league, 0-7. Yazur, okay, I'll give you that one. Tubas, shorthanded as well. I think they had no Ruse, no Singer. Oh, they had Ruse, no Singer. And they only had 4 guys? I don't know, that's what the stat sheet says. But again, missing a key starter. Bir Seb'a, no Abdul Popal, their best player. Al-Bireh, you guys lost that game. You guys only had 5 though, so fine. And Ramla, you guys barely won against a team that had 4 guys. So it's looking kind of Mickey Mouse, I'll be honest. It just looked a little Mickey Mouse, all right? You guys have an opportunity, all right? This week, Nazareth, I'm pretty sure they're going to be here full strength. I hope you guys come full strength. I want to see. Show me. Prove me wrong. I'll eat my words on the pod live next week. All right, Sheikh Jarrah versus Nazareth. I'm taking Nazareth. Let's see what happens. Next game, Bir Seb'a versus Tubas. Yo, what's going on with the matchups these weeks? These are good games, bro. These are good games. I really hope everyone shows up. It's going to be a movie. Bir Seb'a versus Tubas. I'm going to go Tubas. I'm going to go Tubas on this one. Yeah, let's see. All right, next game, Akka versus Baysan. Come on. You think they're going to get their first win against us? Enough said. Next game, Rafah versus Beit Jala. I'm Rafah versus Beit Jala. I'm going to take Beit Jala. Even though Rafah, I think is going to give them a run for the money. I think that's going to be a good game, actually. Very good game. But I'm going to take Beit Jala. Let's see what happens there. Next game, Qibya versus Al-Bireh. Al-Bireh is short-handed, my guy. They're very short-handed right now. Mike Johnson is hurt. You're missing their two, my Raj's kids, they're in Umrah right now. They're missing 3 right there. You know, that's and Iyad, I think he's still in Egypt. That's 4. Bro, they might show up with 4 guys. That's crazy. Let's see what happens. I'm taking Qibya. All right, next game, Areeha versus Al-Khalil. Al-Khalil, you guys are on a 5-game losing streak. I'm sorry. That's going to continue this week. I respect you guys. I love you guys. Areeha, I think, takes the W here, though. Last game of this week, Ramla versus Al-Balah. That's going to be interesting. Mark my words, bro. If Al-Balah keeps it strategic the way that they have last week, they're in control, they're composed. If they keep that, it's going to be a good game. Ramla, I think they're coming back with a vengeance, though. I think they're coming back mad that they lost that last game. I think they're coming back ready to kill. And I think Al-Balah is going to be the unfortunate victim. But let's find out. All right, those are all the predictions. I'm not sure if we're going to have top plays this week. I think it's the first week that the volunteer is doing it on his own, and it's a tough job. That job can be split. I used to do it alone. Now it's split between 3 guys, and it's still kind of tough. I actually think that if we had one more guy, we can do it every week consistently, no problem. So if you guys want top plays, you let me know if you can help just a little bit, probably like an hour or 2 a week. And yeah, then we can get it to you every week in, week out. Top plays, top 10. I'll commentate it, no problem. I'll do it every week, no problem. But we need your help, so hit me up. All right, those are all the games, all the predictions, announcements again. Please don't show up to the wrong location. It's not at Cook anymore. It's not Cook. It's Rutgers Prep. Rutgers Prep in Easton Ave. It's on Somerset. Show up on time. Again, 10 minutes before the hour. 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, 12:50. Be on time, please. Please. We want to get started on time. We want to pray Dhuhr. Please. Come on. Clean up after yourselves. I really don't want to clean up for an hour after the games. I really don't. I have to be there all day anyway. I have to be there for 4 hours every week. Clean up after yourselves. Thank you. I think that's it. I think that's everything I have to say. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys were entertained by this one-man show here today. If not, let me know in the comments or say it in the player chat or something like that. All right? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yalla, assalamu alaikum.